Park.
An audit uncovers issues at Salt Lake City Police Department, what the new chief is committing to do. I'm at Washington.
KSL News Radio. For Live at 5, I'm Daniela Rivera.
All right, Daniela, thank you. Lawmakers are on Utah's Capitol Hill today for a special session. They're once again looking at redistricting as well as collective bargaining for public sector labor unions.
But before that, a committee reviewed law enforcement multiple audits, including one of Salt Lake City Police Department. News specialist Andrew Adams sat in on that hearing. Andrew?
Well, the findings of that audit blasted the previous administration at Salt Lake PD, saying that ineffective leadership led to a variety of problems, including a negative culture. Now, this was a meeting of the Legislative Audit Subcommittee. According to the state audit of Salt Lake City Police Department, Chief Mike Brown, who resigned in February, quote, struggled to make decisions and relied heavily on civilian staff for leadership. In fact, at one point, auditors talked about the former public relations director giving orders over police radio to officers. The audit also found that internal oversight mechanisms were diminished and administrative leave was misused. Auditors also found in October 2022 there were time card discrepancies for 22 of 62 officers who are working homeless overtime shifts. As a result of these issues, the audit said trust in leadership declined, morale sank, and issues surfaced in retaining officers. Chief Brian Redd has since taken over the department, and he told lawmakers these issues are already being addressed.
We're going to focus on the values of our department. And, while you have policy and while you have, things that we're trying to accomplish, if we stay focused on the values of the department, then officers are empowered to make decisions and typically, I think, will make the right decisions.
Lawmakers commended the new chief and administration for immediately trying to tackle some of the problems from the previous administration. Previous Chief Mike Brown issued a statement this afternoon saying he was never contacted directly by auditors nor asked to respond to any of the allegations. He said the audit was, quote, part of a political attack. Now, the committee also heard results of other audits over the Salt Lake County Jail, the DA's office, as well as the criminal justice system. The reveal of those audit results is going on as we speak. Some of the findings that have come out so far, though, pertain to the jail and that releases due to overcrowding often resulted in frequent and even severe reoffending. Back to you guys.
All right, interesting stuff. Andrew Adams live for us. Thanks, Andrew. Well, the special legislative session.
Live and streaming. This is KSL News at 6.
When you go into the special session, so they get to see what we've been singing out here.
We're looking live at the Capitol Rotunda tonight. There are several nonprofits that have gathered together. They've been singing, and they are preparing to go into the special session tonight.
Yeah, in sessions that have just started, Utah lawmakers are revisiting at least 2 controversial laws right now, including one that could change how judges oversee election cases here, and another one dealing with collective bargaining for public workers.
News specialist Andrew Adams joins us now from the Capitol. And Andrew, it's going to be a busy night with some big issues on the table.
Well, it will be in floor time just about to get underway here in the House and the Senate, and understandably some weighty votes, not only on the ongoing redistricting fight, but also on collective bargaining. Now, a little bit earlier this afternoon, lawmakers in the Government Operations Interim Committee got a preview of the measures related to the redistricting issue. As you recall, a judge last month threw out the congressional map passed by lawmakers and instead picked one that left Salt Lake County mostly intact as a district. Republican leadership pledged to appeal the ruling, and now we're here today on related business with multiple bills. One bill delays deadlines by a couple months for congressional candidate filings in 2026, as well as signature gathering requirements. There are a couple resolutions, including one that asserts the legislature has constitutional responsibility over redistricting. And there's a bill that clarifies the state Supreme Court has exclusive and original appellate jurisdiction in these types of cases.
So what this does, as far as the bill, is it says the jurisdiction over election matters on appeal that stays with the Utah Supreme Court. So once they appeal, it goes to the Utah Supreme Court and they keep it. They can't push it down to the Utah Court of Appeals. It's their decision.
Further questions?
Lawmakers will also be looking at repealing HB 267 tonight. That was just passed earlier this year in the 2025 legislative session and bans collective bargaining in the public sector. The fresh look comes after considerable backlash, including protests from teachers and other public employees. Should be a pretty busy couple hours here at the legislature. We'll have a full report later on tonight on KSL-5 News at 10. For now, back to the studio.
Okay, looking forward to that. Andrew, thank you very much. Utah Governor Spencer Cox is in Washington, D.C.
October of 2024.
Salt Lake City Police Chief Brian Redd says he is working to improve the culture of the police department. An audit blasting the previous administration, including Chief Mike Brown, who resigned back in February.
Throughout the audit, we heard from numerous staff and leadership that the previous chief chronically struggled to make decisions.
This was a meeting of the Legislative Audit Subcommittee. The audit claims several issues led to low morale and officer retention issues. Salt Lake City Mayor Aaron Mendenhall says Chief Redd has already implemented change.
We're going to keep working hand in glove as we undo the challenges that this department faced over the years.
Former Chief Mike Brown issuing a statement this afternoon saying that he was never contacted directly by auditors nor asked to respond to any of the allegations. Utah Legislature.